what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Welcome to our website. We've got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
There was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer. We're staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that we. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. Song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed. Share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. 'Cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
all-time favorites.
Hey, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. You caught me here in the midst of doing a change. Welcome to all our friends all over the world, all over the place. I am speaking to a young lady in Yemen in the military.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't want to give her name because I don't. She
How'd you find her? How'd she find you?
She found me. She thought I was somebody she knew. And she must be like 24 or 5. So she must have no friends. Then she sent me a picture of the brigade. Oh my God, there's like 5,000 people there.
Who is she? What country is she with?
She's in Yemen.
But she's in Yemen.
She's the military of the U.S.
That was my question.
U.S. military. Thank you for your service.
In Yemen. Wow.
In Yemen, yes. I
How do people find you?
People love me. They must be sicky.
I was gonna say they should be hanging out here for a little bit. That's all I can tell you.
Talking about hanging out, who do we have in studio? They came over.
We got one of our OGs. We got Annie with us.
Annie.
We got Annie. I always think of Annie, the little orphan Annie. We got Annie. And we got Annie back.
The dancing Annie.
Very cool.
I'm going to talk to Danny, see if I could persuade her. I got to get her more Capistara. See if I could persuade her to do the
We've roped her into a voiceover and everything.
She did a voiceover?
She's going to as soon as we get off.
Annie is like full of a lot of secret stuff.
A lot of stuff. Happy Thursday, everyone. Starting a little bit late, but you've had a full morning. You've been on, you've been on the phone all morning. These flowers, yes, these are real. I cannot even express
I have to use my finger.
How spectacular these flowers are.
There's a whole lot of, this is like a landslide of flowers.
These are created by OMG Flower Boutique in Boynton Beach, 561-806-5818. Andres Hinestroza. Yes?
Call him Andres.
Andres for short. OMGflowerboutique.com. He created these on Amy Reshevsky's show yesterday. It took him about 20 minutes. They're the most incredible flower boutique. This arrangement is truly spectacular.
And the cool thing is that he did it with the cameras rolling. And on Thursday, he's going to come back. He's making the guitar.
Amazing. It is so, so beautiful. These are orchids from Thailand.
Roses. Yeah, that's what he told Teddy.
Yep. Unbelievable how he did this.
How'd they get here?
He imported everything. When he does events, he does individual bouquets. He delivers all over South Florida. Just give him a call. Amazing. 561-806-5818. OMG Flower Boutique, right in Boynton Beach.
And no price is too big or too small. He will make. Now, I've been talking to him and bringing back an original.
Where's he from?
Puerto Rico, I think.
Is he?
Or South America. And somewhere in between there and there. Somewhere in between there and there. But I was talking to him about doing out of the doghouse a flower arrangement.
You've talked about that for a long time.
Long time, because baseball season's back.
I think it's even more so for football season, but now we're into baseball.
Yeah, but baseball first. So let's say, right, your significant other wants to watch a game, the wife ain't having it, the girlfriend ain't having it, but you watch the game anyway. Some friends come home, some guys, and they watch the game. You need some flowers to get out of the doghouse.
These would get you out of the doghouse.
Can you imagine? If they gave you this and dinner, would you be happy to let Chuck see a baseball game?
All day.
See that?
Baseball, football, basketball. He watches basketball every night. There seems to be a basketball game on every night.
It's March Madness. Do you know what that is?
Basketball
season.
season.
You're about to become a widow until the end of March.
Which is why I work late, so I guess it's all good because he's always watching TV.
Basketball finals. The best team in college basketball will be crowned.
I keep forgetting it's March. Gosh,
March
can you believe it's March? But we've been doing this whole thing that we've been doing this. You know, I saw some pictures yesterday that popped up on my time hop of a year ago of what this theater looked like. And if you took the picture, empty. There was nothing. There was none of this art was on the wall. The New Dawn Theater wasn't there. These curtains, the TV, none of this was here.
Nothing.
There was a straight shot back to the refrigerator.
There wasn't even toilet paper.
There was probably toilet paper.
No, there wasn't. I have a picture.
There was, I mean, none of these sets were here. None of this extensive design was here.
Taylor wasn't here.
Taylor wasn't here.
Taking pictures over your shoulder.
Poor Taylor. I've got her running a million different places, on the board, off the board. We've got M&M on the board. She's fixing the printer. I thought of you. I couldn't get the printer to work. Turned it off.
You're driving everybody nuts.
Couldn't turn it back on. So I said, unplug it. She unplugs it. She goes,
Reset.
I can reset printer. So
Oh,
she took care
I
of the
forgot to
printer.
tell you, I got a message
From
on
the
my
printer?
phone for the printer. It
That
says
said?
reset. Unplug and reset.
Thank
I didn't
you.
tell you, right?
No, you did not. So yes, we unplugged and we reset. Taylor's working on a new commercial spot for Comcast.
Yes, we are now officially going to be putting a commercial on Comcast with 7 of our other friends, or 6 of our others so far, other companies, and they're all interested. I just got a phone call from one of them, and he's all in. He says, this looks pretty good. I kind of like this.
Oh, that one.
You know what I'm talking about?
I knew that one is, yes,
And
100%.
there's a few other people we want to talk to. If you want to be with us and have your commercial put on Comcast, I got a deal for you. There ain't nobody going to touch in the business. It's an experiment that they want us to do for them. So come on, give us a call. What's the number?
888-994-4995. We've got so many great things going on.
I want to offer stuff.
I feel like I'm like
Oh,
on
you
a
got
real
the
TV
job
show
done.
because
Yes.
I got so many notes and things that I have to share out. March 26th, save the date. If you are a femme and you want to join Femme City Boca Del Rey, we are having a cocktail making class right here, 6 to 7:30 p.m., sponsored by Lost Harbor and Palm Beach Distilleries. With Summer Peep, we're going to be making 2 cocktails. You can be in person or we can do it virtually. In person, tickets are selling out pretty quickly. There are a few spots left. It's $26 to be here in person, $21 virtual, and everyone will get a cocktail kit. We'll have a shaker from Lost Harbor, and you'll get everything you need to make the cocktails, whether you're in-house or online. You're going to get some Capistara, you're going to get a regular nip of vodka and a regular nip of gin. We're going to make Cake by the Harbor, the original drink, and then something else that you can either make with gin or vodka. Some great networking. It's also going to be on Zoom, so you can network virtually. So check that out, Femme City, Boca Del Rey. Go to events, the link I'm going to put up as well, and you can become a member of Femme City Boca Del Rey. If you are not part of the Femmes and you were hanging out with Freddie and the guys, where are you going to be?
We're going to be at the Arbor, the Artful Dodger on 20th. You know, the address is here. And I'm looking at you do this. I should have memorized it by now. But the Artful Dodgers, that's okay. Leave it on the floor. It's going to be at 495 Northeast 20th Street, which is right up the street. And when you come on our side of the equation, you're going to have some complimentary drinks. I also have complimentary drinks for vets. If you are a veteran and you give me a call, I'll make sure you get 2 tickets to be used whenever you want
Wow.
on the house. 2 complimentary drinks. On the 26th,
March 26th.
March 26th, you get a drink on us as well, brought to you by Gubba Rum, because it is wicked smooth. We are going to have a Gubba Rum tasting.
Wow.
And I'm taking a robot with me. So you take a picture with the Gubba Rum man, because I can't seem to get the shirts done. And I'm going to have to come up with Plan B for Inside the Mind of a Man.
The Battle of the Sexes. Here it is.
Let's see. We're going to see who can drink the most.
You know, I got to tell you, I love the flowers. I love how this matches the painting and the flowers. And I'm sitting here looking at it going, I am so glad I'm not a guy.
Well, I'm glad you're not a guy either.
I'm
You-
just glad I'm not a guy
you-
because I
you
love
make-
what I love.
You make one strange looking guy.
I love my flowers. I love all of the things that we get to do, and I love the fact that you are now doing In the Mind of a Male. You need a logo. You know that logo Blake put together? I want to see that on a shirt on a merch store because I can see you wearing a
What?
hoodie like that.
You see me wearing a hoodie?
Yeah.
Really? I'm wearing a hoodie. Playing the
Imagine
music.
wearing a hoodie
Wearing a hoodie. You should. They're actually recording tracks in Studio B,
with Taylor.
and Taylor has re-upped the game on Stimulus Check. We have a song called Stimulus
Oh,
Check
really?
that our friend Slick made, and she put in a rap to it, and she's putting words to it. I'm going to tell you something. Not because I love him, but man, that's pretty good. And I got to congratulate Kendra. I got to tell you, Kendra, I hope you show up Monday because that song you got at the beginning of our show,
Yep.
I don't know why that ain't playing on the radio. I'm going to make a phone call to see if I can get it up there because that song is phenomenal. I mean, I don't have permission to do it, but holy smokes, that song is unbelievable.
She's amazing. That
She
song is incredible.
And she's taking a lot of pictures. She's changing her image. She's doing a lot of staging. I kind of like it. She's
Things
pretty
are
good.
changing. I mean, just think in a year how far we've come. Ivy did a great show today on resilience.
Had
and
her
how-
mom on set.
I can't believe that's her mother.
I know. I thought, and I got her sister's number here. I'm going to call her sister. They keep telling me she's tall, dark, and beautiful.
We've spoken to her sister before. I didn't realize it was her sister. Her sister is so incredibly well known
You know
in the
her?
community. I've never met her personally, although I think she was on the Florida Love Show
No,
also. How do you know? How do you know?
because I know. I know things.
Do you?
Yes.
I think she might have been.
No.
Or she's going to be.
No.
But anyway, we spoke to her because she's a diabetes educator. So we spoke with her.
And I'm a
She's-
diabetic, so why aren't I talking to
We
her?
have, and I can't believe that's
No.
Ivy's sister. You just never know how the universe is going to bring
I gotta
things
see.
together.
Also, listen, inside the mind of a man, I got another perk for you. I want you to go to 21306 St. Andrews Boulevard at the Town Square Shops and look up this gentleman, Guy LaFerra.
Ferreira.
That one. Guy LaFerrera. He's like Ferrari. Guy LaFerrera in getting suits. We are going to be going over to Guy's place. And me, Blake, and Slick are going to get.
All dolled up?
We're gonna look, you know.
What's it
and
called
then he's
when a
gonna.
guy gets all dressed? Women, it's like all dolled up. What's a guy called?
We're gonna get all manned up.
All manned up. It's going to be
Maria's
great.
going to join us there, because part of this whole inside the mind of a man is Maria Manscaping, and I don't know what she does, but I guess we're going to find out, because I saw that now she put a video out of her place, and she had on her hair and everything was really nice, but I want to talk to them about some other issues that she can help with. And I made a phone call to Stretch Zone, which is right next to my house on Linton. I'm headed over there as well. I got a lot of perks
You are very
on
busy.
the male side, baby.
You're very busy.
And I got a cigar maker coming
Where? Into your place?
into the Artful Dodger.
Interesting. So you're making me raise it up, huh?
Uh-huh. Because yesterday, we sold out.
Teddy, we gotta raise the bar
we
on this
sold out.
one.
She sold out. They didn't even publish the damn thing, and she sold out.
There was a couple left, and we relinquished a few more seats, but you definitely want to check that out.
866-224-5422. Give me a holler. Give me a holler. I hook you all up to all these little perks.
Have you been over to the Artful Dodger?
I sent the kids there. We're going Thursday night. We're going tonight. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, we're going tonight. We're gonna
Taking
go
Pierre with you?
if he shows up.
Pierre.
Oh, you saw that Hallie Lee showed up? She says, "Who's the new kid?" Pierre. She says, "He stares at me." I go, "I know, let's call Pierre to stare." She says, "Wow, it scared me."
The mind of Pierre. I'm excited. I'm coming up in just a few minutes. We've got a great guest joining us from PR.Business. There is a career fair. People are hiring on the spot on March 9th from 6 to 7 p.m. 4910 Communication Avenue, Suite 200. Join our team at PR.Business. Here's what they're hiring for: inside sales representatives, collection specialists, contract specialists, digital marketing managers, junior corporate recruiters, on-the-spot offers, administrative assistants. Masks are required to interview. Bring your resume. It says fun, modern, creative office, competitive commission and bonuses, in-office events, medical, dental, and vision offered, and PTO, paid time off.
And this
Amazing.
and this is all in the digital world, right?
All in the digital world.
And do you have to have experience? Did they ask for prior experience? Well, we're going to talk
We're
to them.
going to
so
find
gonna
out.
ask.
Absolutely.
We're going to ask because I would like to. What do you say when you're with another company? What do you do? You call it what?
Apply.
No, work with. Thank you. Inside the mind of a man. What was that word? Collaborate.
Yes, they do SEO. They do everything.
That's right. It's a one-stop shop. It's a nice place to go to get a job and everything else.
I gotta
But
tell you,
gotta
incredibly professional company. They've been on the ball. They reached out to us last week. We got the commercial up and running on WWNN. It is this Tuesday, March 9th. What I love is that it's nice and compact. An hour, in and out. Mask required. Bring your resumes. If they like what they see, they're making offers right there on the spot.
Now it's funny because I posted a picture on LinkedIn. I think they took it down. You ever seen the guy and he's coming down in the water with the what they call that? Parachute. And he's coming down and a huge white shark comes out of the water ready to bite him. You ever seen that picture? You ever seen it? Seen it? I borrowed the picture. And I put it out there and I told the world, don't let people con you into thinking that in this business they know everything. Give us a call and yada, yada, yada. But I got a guy that called me.
How you come up with things?
Got a guy called me. I just spoke to him. His name is Brian, and he's a coach. And he says, that was really unique the way you used that picture. I've seen that picture a million times, but I never used it.
The mind of Freddie.
So you just got to be careful because a lot of people tell you they know what they're doing, and then you sign up and they don't know what they're doing. Slick agrees with
Slick,
me.
are you guys done in there?
Yeah, we're just finishing up the California piece.
How'd it go?
It's going amazing, you know. I felt like I should have, sung, but
We're waiting for you to do that tomorrow.
Why don't you get a mic so we can hear you? Don't do what you did to poor Blake's new show. Blake's new show yesterday, you didn't use a mic.
this wasn't. It wasn't my fault.
You couldn't find the mic.
How do I never see Blake?
Why do you throw me in?
How do I never see him?
It
He's right
I
there.
turned on all the mics, okay, and then all of a sudden, none of them were working. That's what happened.
No, what it is that I threw Blake a curveball and told him to do his show because he has to have a show. The school wants to know what he's learning. And he went in there and does his show. And he says, I'm really surprised that I'm doing this show. And he stopped talking and you started talking, but you're so far in the background, you can't hear you.
I mean, I was the voice of the man.
You were the voice of the
man.
ghost is what you were. You were like Casper.
I know I was really next to a mic. I just don't know why the mics weren't picking me up.
He worked very hard on redoing it. Say good afternoon to Lisa. We met Lisa. She says she loves our show. We've got great personalities.
I'm growing one, Lisa, but thank you for saying that.
You offered Annie goat milk today.
Goat milk.
We don't have goat milk.
Yes, we do.
We've got oat milk.
Blake, do we have goat milk? Thank you, Blake. Thank you. Thank you.
There's a bunch of wine in the fridge, but I don't know about goat milk.
It's all almond.
We got a bunch of
We've
wine
got-
in the fridge?
Do you know the funny thing? We've got every kind of milk except milk.
A2.
A4.
We have oat milk, coconut milk, almond milk, and no milk.
Well,
that
we don't
funny?
drink milk.
Isn't that
Because
funny?
it gives you, you don't digest. The worst milk in the world for a grown up to drink is regular milk. You don't digest it.
Dairy.
Dairy. That's why cows push it out.
No,
Your
they
grandkids
don't.
Still drink milk?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Straight.
But
Do
not
you?
not regular milk.
Not regular. That's my question.
They drink, the formula stuff.
No,
Me?
they don't.
Yeah.
I drink formula.
No, they've got to be off formula.
Rowan
You know,
drinks,
they have
I think, regular
cashew
milk. I
milk
don't know
now.
the
It's so interesting.
You like cashew milk?
I like almond milk better. Cashew milk is just weird.
I've never had it. So my son, he came up to the house a couple weeks ago, and he drinks almond cashew milk. So I got this whole grocery list of what he wanted to stay at the house for a couple days. So I got 96 ounces of almond milk, which is why it's here, and I got cashew milk.
But what happened to the other half?
I brought some here in a container, and then I brought the rest of the container. And he was only at the house for 2 days.
That almond milk is a different brand. That one is not the brand I use
Oh, so sorry.
because that one has fat in it.
Oh, I don't know.
I gotta teach you how to shop for the regular almond milk.
Here's the thing, I don't really shop. Instacart shops for me. So apparently there's an almond cashew milk mix, which
Yeah.
who knew? Because I don't shop. So I got him almond milk and I got him cashew milk. And he says, Mom, why so much milk? I said, you asked for almond cashew milk. He said, there is a container that's almond and cashew milk. The funny thing is, whoever thought that nuts could make milk?
That's exactly what I was.
If you crush a nut
You get
and
crunchy nuts.
and you put a little water in there, and if you crush a nut, you get crunchy nuts. Yes, that's one thing you can get, or you can get milk.
I don't understand how they make it milk. Even if you add water to it, I still don't understand how it becomes milk and not watered
They churn
nuts.
it.
And
It
so
gets churned.
don't scream me.
Get food out of mouth. You know what you need? I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna need. You're gonna need OMG. Get out of the
Get out of the
doghouse.
doghouse.
Yes. Oh, that's what you're gonna need.
I know, to take these flowers. And the best thing about these flowers, because I asked him, how do you change the water in these flowers and keep them so beautiful? He said, you don't. So here's a fun fact. Ice or cold water. He said the cold water preserves the flowers. I had no idea.
Put ice in it.
So you can just
And
put
2
ice in it.
aspirins.
Which is, even I can handle that. It's like when I water the orchids, I put a couple ice cubes in it, and as they melt, it slowly waters them.
2 aspirins also, it's like circulation. You know, aspirins circulate your body. That's the same thing for flowers.
It's really interesting, right? I had no idea. So that is pretty cool. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more with our Fun Thursday at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Let's see what's going on with it. I was wondering whose that was.
Whose is it?
Blake's.
That was yours?
Some healthy fruit.
I almost ate it.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Robin Weiss, and I'm a rhinestone artist and rhinestone art instructor. 12 years ago, when I retired from my nail business, I decided to become a rhinestone artist. But then I soon realized there was nowhere that I could go to find the adequate combination of tools or even instructions of how to go about enjoying this craft. My passion for this beautiful medium we know as rhinestones and what I knew they could create drove me to figure out a way to create this magical craft that I now teach. I have developed the perfect rhinestone crafting starter kit, which contains the perfect rhinestone crafting pickup stick. I created this kit to help others and to show you that rhinestone crafting is a craft whose time has come. Filled with fun, rhythmic, and therapeutic, the amount of items that you can cover is endless. Not to mention the places this craft will take you and the people you will meet if you should decide you want to get to artist level. You can watch my creations and watch me work on the Brooklyn Cafe TV show every Thursday, where I'll be blinging for Dawn, and sometimes Freddie. While we enjoy each other's company, I'll be bringing you the most beautiful and fun creations to inspire you to try this craft. You can also find me on Real Housewives of Bling at Instagram and also my Facebook group. That is where I'll show you all of my crystal creations while you follow me on my rhinestone journey.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. and why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. What is he talking about?
Muy caliente, he says.
Yeah, my barber makes me look muy caliente.
Your barber make you look muy caliente? Why? Are you muy frío? Are you frío Navidad? You know what frío Navidad is? Merry Christmas.
But he made me look, he leaves me like this. I'm like, all right.
Trying to get a barber for Inside the Mind of Man on March 26th. We're trying to get a barber up there, see if he wants to cut some strings.
Did Israel bring you lunch?
Oh, yeah.
He brought something.
Is that what you're eating?
What are you eating?
I mean, chicken with ziti.
I want to know how.
Israel brought you all that?
I want to know how. I know now how he's doing it. I just want to know why he's doing it.
I don't know. I tell him no, he brings it.
The more no you tell him, the more yes he does.
Yeah. Where are you getting this from? I don't know. I say no, he gets don't ask him if it's from. Don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask, don't tell him. He just comes in. I say no, you don't have to.
Is he on
He's
now?
like, no, I insist.
Okay.
He insists.
All
Muy
right, so
caliente.
we're actually, we've got Bruce is on the line of PR Business. Is he
Is
on
Bruce
the phone?
on?
All right, so let's bring Bruce over. He called in, and we're going to be talking about PR Business and their career fair that they've got happening. Hi, Bruce. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
We are fantastic. Your career fair looks incredible.
We're excited for it. It's really great to be in a position right now where we're actually continuing to grow and hire, and a lot of good things have transpired for us over the past 12 to 18 months, and we're actually getting to a point that we just can't find great people quick enough.
That's amazing. So this whole situation has helped your platform, and the business has grown.
100%. So long story short is, we specialize primarily in helping small and medium-sized businesses with their entire online web presence across the country. And if anything, over the last 12 months, what it's really helped a lot of small business owners understand is that their web presence is more important now than it's ever been before. So yeah, in short, we've been very fortunate. Our company has actually doubled in size over the last 12 months between people and customers and revenues, and a lot of great things have come from it.
I see you have other locations also, not just in Boca.
So PR.Business is its own company that is headquartered out of Boca Raton, Florida. It is our only location for PR. The CEO of our company actually owns multiple companies. They're separate operations, but there is another one based out of Miami.
And this is Madison Avenue Marketing for Main Street Business. So high-end marketing for small businesses.
Correct. So basically, we handle things, some of the basic things like voice search. We can help companies get set up on platforms like Siri, Alexa, Cortana, Google Assistant. We also have another division called iMapping, deals with company platforms like Waze or Here or Apple Maps or Google Maps. And that's where we introduce ourselves to a lot of our customers. It's a very simple thing that, the smallest of businesses out there have no idea how to get themselves set up for. But after that, we manage about 42 directories online. We build websites. We have a social media marketing platform. We have a review generator platform. And, a couple of little things. We'll build landing pages. We do some small things for restaurants with hosting of food menus. But, our goal is at a very affordable price to help small businesses to be able to do this in a way they never thought they could.
And that's the key, because you're getting to the small businesses that need the help so they can focus on their business. More and more we hear so many people say, I need help doing my online marketing. I need help with website design. I need help, but I don't have the money to do it, but I can't stop what I do in my business to do this. So you help fill in this great gap, this great niche of what people need help to grow their businesses.
Exactly. And, the idea for us is the mentality of we try to build a volume client base while trying to keep our costs at a minimum to the clients. And usually we put people into 12-month reoccurring contract cycles so that, instead of saying I need $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 today, which is hard for some of these small businesses to fathom, instead we'll break it into just simple monthly costs. Depending on how many products, a customer might only spend $100 or $150 a month with us, all the way up to thousands, but we try to work with their budgets and their needs.
It's really interesting because there are certain people that will come out and say, let me help your business, and then they'll spin you around. And we had that morning, we had businesses come to us and saying they were completely confused as to what's going on. Because it is now changing and more businesses are becoming open. And look at what happened in Texas and Mississippi, in the mask mandate, and people now are beginning to feel a little bit more confidence into doing this. He's right. Your website is your calling card, and you want to be prepared for what's about to happen. So I love his timing on this thing, because he's sort of timing it right when businesses are going to explode, and there's going to be a huge wave of people wanting things done, because as we've been saying for the last year and 3 months, don't get off the horse, stay on. But this is great. Do the people that are coming to you at the career fair, do they have to have experience, is the question I'm getting.
So what I've learned, and I've been in this kind of space for a long, long time. I look for two most important things first in people. I look for people with good work ethic, and I look for people with common sense. I cannot teach somebody those two things. If somebody brings that to the table and a positive personality and a willingness to learn, I can teach people. Now, obviously, it's going to depend on the job. If we're looking to hire a web developer, yes, I need somebody with web developer experience. But when we look at some of our other teams as it relates to, even customer service or contracts or some of our sales teams, I look for good people before I look for experience. It doesn't matter as much. Obviously, some jobs, again, will be more specialized, and the answer is yes. One of the greatest things we did last summer, a lot of, college-age kids, I have 2 in college myself, a lot of them, their summer internships, everything all got, thrown out the window with, everything that went on with COVID and things that happened. I went onto my Facebook page, and I put out to just all my connections, you have college-age kids at home for the summer, their plans got messed up, please send them to me. We ended up hiring about a dozen kids last summer that are in college, no experience, great personalities, just wanted to work. It was some of the best hires we made. In fact, I think there's at least 1 or 2 right now who've since graduated and have come back to work for us now full-time. So incredible. Those were just positive, good people.
And what type of positions are you hiring for?
So we have a number of positions in sales, different levels, some of which would look for obviously higher level sales experience, but introductory sales level. We have people that work on our what we call contracts. As I said earlier, we have people who sell customers. We put them into annual contracts with monthly reoccurring. So we call that a contract and podium type person. I'm actually looking for a a junior corporate trainer, somebody that we can mold and teach them more and help them, better our people. Web coordinators, billing managers, what we call DMM. It's a digital marketing manager. We have a whole team of people that we train and develop who are on the phones all day long with our active clients, helping to fulfill things that we're selling them, working with their Google pages, websites, pictures, and so on. We even have some help desk support positions, just IT support. What else? Project managers and anybody that really has a love for and understands the world of social media marketing. How to help people.
Are these all in-person positions, or some of the work being able to be done online?
So presently, I've only got a few people working from home. We've always been a work in the office company. When COVID hit, we obviously had to adjust our game, and we learned to work with it. As of the last few months, we've managed to keep things very, very well stable in our office, from masks and temperature checks and cleaning supplies, fumigating the office, that we felt comfortable bringing almost everyone back in here. I'm actually doing a build out, adding 22 new seats as we speak. So that was the long answer. The short answer is yes, we would like people to be in our office.
Okay. So, and you're located, the address is 4910 Communication Avenue, which is just your Motto and 95 area.
Exactly. We're in what's called the Brick Complex. It's the old IBM complex right in between Military and Congress. And one of the great things is we have a lot of people here that also utilize public transportation. And from the Tri-Rail right here, there is a free van or shuttle service, whatever you like to call it, that actually runs around our property all day as well.
Wow.
So we're very accessible wherever somebody comes from.
That's
I
fantastic.
think the timing of this fair is really, really good, because you need something positive right now. You need to see that things are moving, that people are. And we had some other people that came in here looking for other people to work for them as well. But a career fair like this, I think, is really unique because it's digital. You go in, you get interviewed, have different opportunities. It's not just a one and go. There are different things that you can go for depending on your expertise and your background. I applaud it. I think your timing is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Thank you. I'm super excited, and I know that you guys have spoken with. Somebody spoke with Danae, who heads up our recruiting here. I also have Brittany Akins, who's our VP of HR, with me. We're just so excited that obviously we're all doing very well as a company. Who knew a year ago we'd be sitting where we are today? At one point everybody's thinking the worst, with not knowing what's going to go on. But our internal people are so motivated by this. We obviously do things internally to get, workers to refer friends and other stuff, but the people here are just so excited because not only are we growing, and what I could say, I'm a little biased, I love our company, but we really have a lot of great things that go on here, from different types of events that go on, the actual work environment, people walking around with smiles. Well, they're walking around with masks, but when they sit at their desk, they don't have to have a mask. You see their smiles. But it's just a real positive vibe all the way around. So I am super excited, and I feel very fortunate that we're in this position too.
I agree.
It's nice to see the resiliency of what we talked about earlier, that businesses are growing. And not only is your business growing, you're helping other small and medium-sized businesses grow. Because so much of COVID has been those that the haves and the have-nots. And some of the larger businesses were able to get more funding than the smaller businesses that needed the funding, and then they needed the help. And then here you are making it accessible for a great price, even on some of those low price points, just to get started and get your business out there and noticed. The IMAP is something you and I have talked about for a long time.
We have. I was going to ask, there are certain businesses that shut down completely because they weren't feeling safe. And then there are other businesses that have slowed down to the point that coming back, they're going to need some advice on how to get back on the horse and how to do it cost effectively. I mean, it's easy to throw money at problems until you run out and then there's no more money and there's no more business. So will you be giving advice to that change, doing business in the current trend as opposed to a year and a couple of months ago?
Yeah, we've made it a point to always make sure we're kind of staying ahead of technology as far as we can. We're always looking for better tools that we can provide our clients. We're always looking at better ways to help them see success. So we have people here that are devoted to kind of figuring out what's next for us and how is that going to help our clients. And, you know, we have currently close to about 20,000 active clients that we handle their online presence for, you know, and part of it's, well, how do we get to 30,000? But then there's another part of it of if we have clients with 1, 2, or 3 products of ours, what else can we do to get them to a 4th product or a 5th product? So we're always trying to be innovative and, you know, provide the best solutions possible based on where the world is taking us.
So let me ask you, if people are just starting with this online presence and they come to you with a small business, is there one first step that you say, you know what, let's get you started with this before we broaden? What would be that number one package that you're working with?
Well, so there's 2 answers to that. One, it depends if it's going to be something that's strictly online or if they also have a brick and mortar location. Because when we set companies up, for example, if somebody meets us through our iMapping product where we're going to work on getting them set up on all various maps, if they're not a brick and mortar location, then obviously that's not going to work for them. Sure. Yet, when it comes to voice search and you talk about Alexa and Siri and Cortana and Google Assistant, yeah, getting companies set up there. So a lot of our biggest introductory points for a new type business is the voice search platform combined with directories. And all of that begins the process of your true visibility on the internet. And we have a lot of softwares to show how you become visible in the different places and the things we do to support it. But you have to begin with your visibility online. There's no push a button and this all is just miraculously works for people. That's one of the hard things that our clients don't understand in the beginning. I'm not a miracle worker. I can't do things in 30 days. I need 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. You know, everything evolves online. If it could all, you know, work overnight, we'd all be rich.
I love that because that's what we say in our business, at least 90 days to get some sort of traction.
Yep.
90 consistent days, you know, not 2 days a month. It's got to be 90 consistent of constant visibility or constant radio exposure and layering what it is. But I love so many things that you offer, and they're right here in our backyard.
I know. And the nice thing is that reasoning with business people, you got to be a business person all the time. If something isn't working, you have to make adjustments. If everything is in-house and you find the right key. You know, I wish I had a nickel for everybody who was in a success coming out, because we've seen some of them. We had a show and the guy got 5 calls and he thinks he's walking on water. And then we've had people that waited a year, 2 years, and they landed the mother load because the right set of eyes saw the show. You got to make adjustments, but you always have to keep your game going.
But I have to say, Bruce, as a compliment to you and PR business, we have spoken with maybe 4 or 5 employees that you've had, and every single one has been amazing on follow-up, amazing on sending out the information, great on contacting us, and we haven't had one contact person. I think there's been 4, and none of them said, oh, wait, that's not my job. Every single one was on point. They followed up, they followed through, they got it done, because we were on a very tight here on time, right? Last week, I think we first got in touch with, they got in touch with us.
Yeah.
So your company has definitely been incredible to work with on our end.
Thank you. That's what makes me the happiest of all. You know, when we deliver the things we say we're going to deliver, and I promise you, we're not perfect. There's wrong out there, and some of it's out of my control, some of it we learn from, but ultimately, I need to keep people happy. When I know my employees are keeping our customers happy, that's the ultimate win, and that's why we get to be where we are today.
But incredible. From Morgan, Danae, and Ruth, I mean, everyone to you, so thank you so much.
High energy, which I love. I love when you have a company, you're talking to them, and that energy level is there. They're not slurching, they're not slowing it down. they're ready to go. And whatever we needed, they did it. They sent whatever we needed to get on the air. It's on the radio playing as well. And even some people at the radio station were, wow, this is pretty good. The timing of this thing, Bruce, I'm telling you, you hit a home run. The timing of it is perfect.
Yeah, we're very lucky, and I wake up every day, and like I said, I'm thankful for what we have and where we're going, and this is why we need help. We need more people, and good quality people. We'll teach them the game, but we can't wait to get to the next level.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Check out the Career Fair, everyone, March 9th from 6 to 7. We're going to keep posting it all over social media and on the radio as well.
Thank you, guys.
Bruce.
Greatly
Thank
appreciated. You too.
Bye-bye.
March 9th, 6 to 7 p.m., 4910 Communication Avenue, Suite 200 in Boca Raton. And I'm going to keep telling you guys this. If you're looking for a job, get a pen out, get a piece of paper out. We're going to keep talking about this. But you want to be there. Give it a shot, if this is your background especially.
I mean, I'm thinking of you guys, Blake, your friends that are in school. It's right here in Boca. And they're hiring summer interns, and they're hiring some of them full-time as people are moving forward to learn this. And you don't even have to have a whole lot of experience. Amit, I want you to meet Annie. She needs to chit-chat with you about stimulus check.
The lack of stimulus check.
You know, Blake, people that might be looking for a job?
Yeah, all of my friends.
Top of my head, I don't, but I mean, we're all going to need somewhere to land,
We
especially when.
we can't ask Slick because he got no friends.
But FAU, we're actually going to be talking to FAU today, so I'm going to get this information over to Mitchell also, because I think it's important for the career fair, for them at Career Planning and Placement, to know that this is an opportunity.
It's true, because you ever notice you never run out of kids looking for work out of college.
Or in college.
What they do is they write home. They go, Mom, Dad, send money.
But what's so great about this is they'll take you in at an entry level, or even if you have experience, and build a career, because this is really where the future is going.
Listen, I'm going to give you another piece of advice that was taught to me. Even if you don't get the job, go on the interview. Go on the interview. That's why Guy was here talking about clothing. It's all about the message. I mean, she looks like $1 million. It's everything that you want to put out there to get you out from under that rock. Even go on the interview. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. There's going to be another job out there somewhere for you. But it helps you polish up, because we've been a little rusty. People have been sort of in a closet. Even Blake was a little rusty. Did you notice yesterday Blake put on some kind of shirt? He cleaned up real good for your show there, buddy.
He put on a shirt. Thank you.
He had on a shirt that he looked like Montezuma came and ran. And then he put on an overshirt.
Oh, I missed that.
And yeah, he looked pretty good. The show was really, it was funny. It was on point.
You gotta be presentable. You gotta be
It was
camera
presentable. He talked about scoring video with music, which was it was an intelligent conversation. It was a side of Blake I ain't never seen.
All right, let's go to commercial break. Check it out, March 9th from 6 to 7, PR Business Career Fair, located in the old IBM complex, which is the brick building now. Check them out. Fun, everything. They've been fantastic. 561-990-3573. For any questions, you can email jobs@pr.business. A lot of things. Bring your mask, bring your resumes, and jobs are being offered right on the spot. So stay tuned. Take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Tractor systems are offline. Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
I'm beautiful just the way I am. I'm beautiful just the way I am. And I'm radiating love, attracting all the good that I can. Oh, I'm beautiful just the way I am.
Musaf is a music subscription app combining affirmations and meditations. The mixing of music and positive affirmations will take you on a positive journey towards healing. Download your app today, available on iPhone or Android, or contact Leslie Carmen at 561-405-9577. Musaf, that's MUSAFF, on Apple or Android.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You're back on, and I'm not hooked up yet. I thank you, Eminem. Rejoiner.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Where'd you go?
I had to use the ladies' room.
Hey, Dawn, where'd you go?
Hey, Dawn, where'd you go? I had to use the ladies' room. How you doing over there, Blake? Good? Yeah. They're all working very hard in there in that Studio A. I don't know what's going on in Studio B, but we got Annie with us. I'm so excited.
They're probably eating in Studio B.
They might be eating. The doors are
That's
closed.
what they
I don't
got.
know. So Annie, grab a mic. Tell us what you've been up to. Pick a number, any number.
Just scream it out loud.
A3. Winning number is A3. Welcome back.
Thank you. I love the place.
A little bit different, huh?
It's so different. It's beautiful.
We have a little
Everything's
more
so
room.
Organized.
Yeah.
All the chords are together. Everything's gorgeous. I love what you guys have done with the place.
Well, thank you. We actually have room if we clear some of this out to bring your jiu-jitsu in here. Remember we talked about doing it? We didn't have enough room where we were.
I know. Well,
Now-
she did a segment once.
For females, yeah.
Yep.
Didn't you do a segment one time on the show?
I think it was for dance.
For
I was
a
tap
dance.
dancing.
Yep. They've got
remember
great
that.
tap dance over there.
With,
But
with the hat, remember? With,
I remember that.
With, I forgot his name. He had the boat. He used to
Paul.
do cruises.
Oh,
Paul Vadiato.
There you go. That's what it was for.
Tap
Paul
dancing
Vadiato.
with Paul, but female self-defense, and I've actually been hearing a lot more about it. People that are finally going back out now on the dating world, and they're meeting people on these apps, which you don't know, right? And then you get together, and if something goes awry,
You want to beat them up?
you need to be able to get out of a situation if you need to get out of a situation.
I see. So the word of the day is, I'm going to date you to beat you.
No, not at all. But you know what? Listen, did we not have someone come in the other day and tell us about a situation?
Yes.
And she happens
Yes.
to be able to handle herself.
True that.
But if you're not able to, and don't mistake Annie's size for her petite stature for not knowing what to
She'll put
do.
a hurting on you real quick.
Let's see if we can get that camera up also, Eminem. Eminem's running the board.
Okay. You know, it's really funny because look what's happening to Governor Cuomo in New York City, right? You do the wrong thing, and you get caught doing the wrong thing, and you end up apologizing so much when you did the wrong thing.
You know, Jay's in the house. The politics of all of this is just beyond. But it's nice to have our Syracuse. Were you with us when Syracuse was with us?
Sounds familiar, but
So she
I'm not
stopped
sure.
in a couple weeks ago, and we got to see her. It's nice to have people come back. Thank you, Teddy. To have them come back and see what we're doing.
Yeah. Hey, Blake, can you see what they're doing in Studio B? See if they finish, so we can convert that back.
And what have you been up to?
A lot of jiu-jitsu for sure, a lot of training. Yeah.
Are you competing?
Convert it back.
My significant other is.
Or
Yeah.
Oh, how about you?
Jay.
Not for the moment, but hopefully in the future. You know, I
Jay.
just got promoted to a purple belt. Trying to get a little more experience before I compete again. But it's definitely something that I encourage people to do because you get a whole understanding of jiu-jitsu in a different way.
Well, Teddy wants to go back, right? She told you she's all in back to go to the jiu-jitsu gym.
I'm a firm believer that every female should know the basics of self-defense. Somebody grabs you, somebody touches you, somebody wants to take advantage of you. You don't allow that. You say, hey, and you know that you can defend yourself, and there's nothing more powerful than that.
I knew some other females that were taking jiu-jitsu, and they stopped taking it because they kept getting black and blue. But, and one was an attorney. She couldn't go to court all black and blue, but she was really, really good at it. And it seems like the women are more competitive than the guys, and they really go at it.
The females are tough. My wife actually, she competed against an Olympic gold medalist. And it's one of those things where you see strength versus technique. And that's when you really get an idea of, wow, it's no wonder that this sport got the way it is and why UFC fighters are so grounded in jiu-jitsu, because it really is a foundation that it's nice and calm. It's a gentle art.
Is
you
it?
know, it's very gentle. You know, it's not necessarily like pa pa. You know, it's
not boxing.
graceful. It's graceful in a way where you know your limit, you know your strength. You know when you're going up against someone, what you can do, how you can move. You know, if you're small and petite, how can you use that to an advantage? Where's the leverage? You know.
Interesting.
You're looking for, yeah, that's the key word. You're looking for
The
leverage.
leverage.
And it's funny because professional boxers always look for an opening, which could be a millisecond. And when you jump on that opening, the next thing you do is you got your opponent going down. But jiu-jitsu can be fought, from my understanding, standing up or kneeling down, correct?
It's mostly ground, but of course we do takedowns. It's similar in that aspect, like kind of judo. And then jiu-jitsu, if you think of it more, it's kind of more like wrestling in a form, but it's definitely, you know, like I said, it's a sport that it's no wonder the way it got the way it did, because it really is the perfect sport in my opinion, you know, to be graceful, you know, especially with my dance background. I find jiu-jitsu comes kind of easy and natural, and it's very flowy, you know, you get into this rhythm, and if you have a good partner, you know, it becomes almost like a chess game. You have to think mentally, all right, well, if that person does that, how am I going to escape? How am I going to catch this? How am I going to go around? So you're thinking all the time.
It's really good because it also teaches you balance. You know, I try to explain this to Dylan about balance. And she does a better job than I do explaining it. But balance is important in pro sports, in football, in baseball. You know, being able to move your 2 feet with your hands it's a challenge for people. And that discipline that you learn from jiu-jitsu, the better you get at it, the more better you get at even walking. You ever notice people have a tendency, even me, of not walking correctly, and I watch Annie walking around and she's straight, and you can see her core. And it's funny because in football, when I used to coach, I used to watch warm-ups. And in warm-ups, I could tell you an athlete. I used to tell my kids, I want you to bunt the ball down third base.
We can tell
they
Annie's
saw
an
that.
athlete when you see her. There's no doubt the way she
But
holds
that's the
herself.
difference. The difference is you have athletic build and you don't have athletic build. And when you're playing your opponent, even in sports, whether it's football, throw a ball at a defender, or baseball, hit the ball where they ain't, as they say. It all comes from your core. Yeah, it's really interesting. It brings up a lot of technique that I taught in the day about football and baseball.
But the self-defense side is so, and we've talked about this when you were with us a couple years ago.
Yes.
It's so important for anyone. I mean, it's not just when we talked about the abuse that's going on right now. It is just rampant. And I know you say that women are going after men also, but how do you you're not going to probably hit as hard as a woman would have to do to self-defend herself against a man.
Well,
Just because your strength would be so much more powerful.
And again, you know, I mean, does it happen? Yes, it happens either way. But the funny thing is, it seems to be more rapid men hitting women. Professional sports has taken a step up against it. And I saw some of the Met coaches. He was the head coach, as now is being disciplined by Major League Baseball for doing what he shouldn't be doing. Another coach also for the Mets. And it hurts an organization. You know, it hurts a business when that happens because that's a black eye to the business. It's not only the individual. I mean, you know, there it goes. But it hurts the organization. These are guys that I thought were on the up and straight. And you got to be able to control yourself is really what it comes down to. If not, jiu-jitsu is going to straighten you out real quick.
That is very cool. Well, we love having you back joining us.
Yes, it's great to be here.
You know, Annie, it was just one of those days. Did you know she was coming?
I did not, but I knew it was her when she walked in.
Did you? I didn't know. I saw your beautiful sleeve. I could behind the mask, and I'm thinking to myself when you walked in, those tattoos are beautiful. And then Freddie says, "You know who this is?" Not even a clue.
Annie has a walk. Annie's always been a physical specimen, always. You know, she dances and everything else. It's funny because Eminem, who's doing the board, has the same kind of dance physique.
Does she
and
dance?
It's just, I don't know. I think she's dances. She has the same kind of physique as Annie, and it's just it's a rhythm of when people walk. It's funny because me and Slick were talking about this, so now he's trying to walk in rhythm. Wanting to walk and being able to walk are two different things.
He's taking that. He's putting that room back over because we got Jay Harmon.
Yes,
we got to bring Jay in also and have a talk to Jay. We haven't seen Jay in a
where is
while.
Jay? Jay, where are you? He's probably in there jabbering.
I don't know. We'll have to. Oh, maybe he's talking to Marissa because he put that whole Skillshare program together.
I'm trying to find out what happened. Jay, how are you?
How'd the
Have you
Skillshare
started
go?
your show, the Skillshare show?
It's online.
We need to share it out. Also,
It is.
Is it up and going?
It's
Yep.
up and going, and it's there, and I'm getting ready to start a second one within hopefully within the month.
So how do we share it? Where do you find it?
You find it on Skillshare.com, and
You
you
have
look
the
for my
original?
name.
It's also on your page on Facebook.
It's on my Facebook
Okay, that's how we
page. You
share
can
it.
get it there, and you can also find it on Skillshare.com.
That's how we share it out through the page.
Mm-hmm.
When did it shoot out? When did it come out?
It's out.
Over the
I know, but
weekend,
when
I
did it
think I
start?
saw it.
When?
It started, I believe, I published it on Sunday.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So
Next
now
time,
it's-
give me a heads up so that we
it's-
can make some noise.
Now it's there. If people want to go there, it's up and running. Anybody can.
I'm trying to get a jingle done for you.
Oh, okay.
Is
I'm good for
Skillshare
jingles.
just for art or for a variety of skills? I'm thinking
Skillshare
of
is
you,
for anything that is creative. Okay, I mean it can be art, it can be writing, it can be acting, it can be dancing, it can be singing, it can be anything that people want to have an interest in, and they want to take classes to learn how to do a specific thing. Skillshare.
And do they pay you when people sign up for it?
When I get people in my class, yes.
That's incredible.
And if people join Skillshare and they use my name, then I get a little bit for that too. If they happen, because there is a fee for that, but it's an annual fee, but you get unlimited access to any of the thousands of classes that are there.
Wow, that's interesting.
And it's all over the world. It's not just any particular reason. There's, European, a lot of European teachers. They're all over. We have I've seen them from Australia. We've got teachers from all over. And
I'm thinking about you for your dance. That'd be kind of cool.
that'd be great.
Absolutely. Anything from ballet to tap to martial
There you
arts.
go. If you would like to start a class,
For sure.
yeah, all it is basically is just instructional online, and you just do what you do.
I kind of like Jay also.
Jay, you can have a seat.
Why don't you have a seat, Jay?
Have a seat.
We
Val will
talk
adjust the
we talk
camera.
about putting
Cracker
about
Barrel.
putting.
Andy, sit.
Okay, I'll have a seat.
We talk
Val,
about
open it up.
we talk about putting things on the kids' television network. on Saturdays, different ideologies and philosophies, giving people an opportunity of learning different things. And he has a special talent because what he does, I don't know of anybody else who does what Jay does.
I know.
And I know a lot of people, but I've never seen a guy with that kind of skill to do the things that he does. That
We had
is
someone in
amazing.
today, she loved that Laurel and Hardy piece.
I heard.
Look out.
I heard. No, I would move it. Oh, I'm glad you're here. You know, God has a funny sense of humor.
Yes, he does.
The piece in the lobby on the wall on this side, and the 2 pieces in there, I need 3 prices. I may have them sold.
3, the black and whites?
Yep.
Your ballet dancers,
Uh-huh.
and I think it's the Pray for Peace.
The 2 in, the 2 in there and the one on that side, on this side. The 2 in the Studio A.
Oh, and the Latin dancers.
And the Latin
All the
dancers.
dancers.
The Latin dancers?
The Latin
Okay.
dancers and the ballets.
I'll have that for you.
We need, but I'm going to talk to you about what I would do. Not telling
Okay.
you what to do, but what
Okay.
I would do, because there's a reason that this person wants to buy these pieces, and it's for her mom and things of that nature, and we'll get into that later.
Okay.
But I have an idea for you.
Okay.
You know, 3 pieces can be put into the house, extended. But we'll talk.
Okay.
It's an
Sounds
idea that I
great.
came up with because what I love about Jay is that Jay never says no. He says, let's figure it out and get it done, and I got to move his stuff.
I'm willing to try anything new and anything different, and whichever avenue it happens to take me down, I'm willing to go to it.
I think it's a fabulous idea. She fell in love with it today. Happens to be a very good friend of mine, does a host on the show and everything else. You know who it is. And if I could get these pieces in for her mom, it would be tremendous. So, but we'll talk.
Okay.
But again, things are beginning to change. People are beginning to notice the work, and they see it. And people are making comments. That one I thought I was going to lose yesterday. Came very close from what I
should
understand.
sell it.
Well,
I would. I got to go all the way up there to go get it, but yeah, I would do it. That
can
Laura
take care of
Hardy
that.
piece is tremendous, man.
but I would
Tremendous.
love to have opportunity to do more,
Yes.
so we can have more in here.
They're incredible. Did you see the Mandy the Dance? But you must have seen them in Studio A, in the Latin dance.
The one on the walls, on the
Yes, the ones you're talking about.
yeah. And there's some other things that came up. There's a gentleman that's coming in here on Tuesday that likes to use your work on some video work that we want to do. We want to create a music channel.
A music channel.
Channel, not show. Channel.
A channel. Okay.
And the important part to him is the backdrop, is this stuff right here that you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at your stuff and he says, we definitely got to be putting this, and he wants it moved around. You remember when I was talking to you and I had the kids change the backdrops between commercials? Didn't I tell you that was going to come handy one day? And they want us to pile up Jay's work, change it over on commercials. So it's an interesting set of circumstances going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It sounds exciting. Wow.
Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more with Jay Harmon, more with our crew. You good there? He's like, I got
Don't come out like that because you
This
scare
one's
me.
hilarious. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Don't forget, check out this incredible job fair. It is Tuesday, March 9th from 6 to 7 p.m. PR Business. They do website development. They do online marketing. They're looking for sales reps, collections, contract, digital marketing managers, administrative assistants, and so much more. They're offering jobs right there on the spot. For more information, you can email them at jobs@pr.business. Give them a call, 561-990-3573. And actually, this QR code, I guess we can put that up as well. You can scan it, see what populates. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream. Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Chapter systems are offline. Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
That's funny. And we're back.
We're back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. I keep looking at, aren't these flowers amazing?
Absolutely beautiful.
So this is from OMG Floral Boutique in Boynton Beach, and he came in yesterday, and he did this to match Amy's painting. So he was Amy's guest on the show.
Beautiful.
And he created these in-house.
And he's going to be supplying flowers, so maybe when we do one of your shows, I'm going to get something for that Aurora room.
Aurora room, absolutely.
Aurora. Listen, this portion of the show is brought to you by our coffee. You want to say something about the coffee?
Go for it.
I'm going to have to read it. Do you like this coffee? I was told that the coffee, it's a light blend. Did you know it's organic coffee?
It's organic coffee, and it's created by Don Pablo coffee growers and roasters for us at the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
But it's organic, so it's not. It has no heavy bite. This is a light coffee. I didn't know that.
It's actually in our machine. So you come over to the Brooklyn Cafe. Taylor put an incredible commercial piece together
That's
for
what
that.
made me say it, yes. You come over, you have a cup of coffee, and you stand next to the Bling Bling cabinet. And if they take a picture of you in the Bling Bling cabinet, then you win a bag of coffee.
I have to tell you, I love all of these pieces so much. I'm loving this unicorn. Isn't this spectacular? This is created by Robin Weiss, the
Excuse
Housewives
me.
of Bling. She has 6,000 followers now on her site.
She started with 6, now she has
Wow.
6,000.
6,000, and she has so much merchandise that she is looking to move. We have a lot of it here in the studio. We've got the dogs. It's unicorn. It's done with Swarovski crystal, which is spectacular. These little Swarovskis are going to stop being made as of this summer. So if you are a crystal artist, put in your orders now, because come July, they're only going to be doing the really, really large ones, like the New Year's ball and chandeliers, because I guess things have changed and business has changed. So if you can get these, I think this unicorn is truly, truly spectacular. And this little Chihuahua dog, Robin has a starter kit if you want to get into the rhinestone business, rhinestone crafting. She has a great mask that says, "Go away." I'm going to go buy it from her. When people just get under your skin, you can just put on your mask and it says, "Go away." And
Where is it?
I put it back in the cabinet.
Oh.
But the masks are only $15. These all have different price points. We've got a larger dog. We've got the yoga person. We've got the Zen and Peace. So many great pieces. So go to Housewives of Bling to check that out. And the starter kit, a great deal for that as well.
And she will bling anything you want to bling if it stands still long enough.
Pretty much. So
Pretty
don't
much.
sit still too long.
Also part of the show brought to you by Dignity Memorial Funeral Benefit Program. If
Amazing.
you're watching the show, you are covered. All you got to do is call Wayne and let him know that you watched the show, and you, your family, and your family's family gets 10% off all of Dignity Memorial, everything they do, which is tremendous. I saw over the weekend and spoke to some people about that reef down south.
Really?
Very intriguing. I don't know if I would do it because it may hurt, but
Well,
very intriguing. Don't tell me you don't know. You ain't been there.
no, I was going to say that. I was going to say it's not going to hurt because it's just, you're past at that point in time, but.
You don't know. You ain't been there. But they could put you at the reef, and you could be a mermaid, you could be a king, a lion, you could be like Slick, you could be a pole in the street if you want.
Pole in the street.
Yeah, like a pillar. a pillar of strength.
Well, we were out at the Brain Bowl on Sunday, and Wayne was telling people that you and I had both put our plans in place. And
Yes, he did some business out there. I felt so bad. We were at the Brain Bowl, and he was sitting out there with no shade, no nothing. Wayne Henry. So our kids went over, and they gave him suntan lotion and water, and we fed him. I felt so bad. It must have been very hot out there. We had a tent.
we had a tent, and we were in the pavilion, but it was hot.
He was melting in the heat.
It was hot, but get your plans in place, your pre-need, your arrangements. This way you know it's taken care of for your family. Then when something, heaven forbid, happens, everything is taken care of. It is paid for. I did pretty much the whole package.
Yep, and he'll be here tomorrow, and you guys are invited to come tomorrow, because it is March. It is her birthday and my birthday. We are going to, and your birthday.
When is yours?
The 15th.
So it is, let's get our birthday month groove on. Brought to you by Gubba Rum. I think it starts tomorrow.
Is
So
Jay
why
going to
don't
be
you-
part of your Mind of the Mail?
Jay is the leading pencil artist. You follow his pencil into the mind of a man.
Remember Harold and the Purple Crayon? The book?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So you can follow
I'm
Jay's
sorry.
pencil.
I'm sorry, they got rid of that too, along with the other 6.
No, that wasn't
Had
Dr. Seuss.
They got rid of him, 6 books, and the Purple Crayon.
Why?
Because he didn't go through correct neighborhoods.
That could be true.
It's true. I read it. It's true.
He went through the purple
It's the most
neighborhoods and not
ridiculous-
all the other
He didn't go
neighborhoods.
through the right neighborhoods.
Wow.
He got banged out.
So he's going to be joining you on March 26th?
Yes.
Jay, follow the magic
Jay
pencil.
doesn't even know. I haven't seen Jay in I don't know how many days.
I know.
You got a lot of stuff to fill you in on.
Okay.
We got a lot. What are you drawing today on the colored pencil artist?
Today I'm finishing up the final flower picture of an orchid. We're going to finish the orchid today. And
Now, I gotta ask you. You know, I'm always, and I'm probably gonna go in there and ask you on the air. There was a challenge asking about faces, like the Laurel Hardy.
Amy
those-
wants to learn to make a nose.
And they say that the hardest thing, some say the nose, some say the eyes, but are you an expert on faces?
that's another class that I teach is how to draw faces. So it's another thing on how to, because I have one private lesson that I just did this week with a girl. She's about in the 3rd or 4th grade, and I'm teaching her how to draw realistic faces. And the thing that she's had the most trouble with, I guess, are between drawing ears and eyes, and that's not something that you're born knowing how to draw. Those are challenging.
Look at the face that he has there on the
And they're
Indian.
always all accurate, which is incredible.
And the way he aged that thing, that is amazing. Then I'm looking next door to Laurel Hardy at his ears. Again, I have never met anybody who can capture people, and it's just phenomenal. The horse is up there, you know, and we're fortunate enough that we get to do the shows, and I put it right in my line of sight. That's why I put him up there. I've even told people that if you come to my studio and you find Laurel Hardy, I will personally make you a cup of coffee and give you a bag. And the lady yesterday did it.
She found it.
She says, I saw it on LinkedIn. Is this true? And I said, yep. And she says, it's right there. That is the lady that was with the They
Oh,
Julie
okay.
lady. And I gave each one a bag of coffee and I made
Nice.
her coffee. But because it's astounding the amount of, I mean, if you love art, you know, I'm not gifted like you guys. I can't even draw a stick figure because it comes out crooked, you know? But when you can't do it, you really appreciate when others that can, you know, like she can dance. I can't do what she does either. So.
It's amazing, and like the girl you have on the video at the beginning of the show. Oh my goodness, is she
Kendra.
spectacular?
That song should be playing all. I don't understand.
I love that song.
That song is phenomenal. And the more I'm going to be putting it on all the other shows because I want to make some noise in this. I hope she shows up Monday because she's supposed to come out Monday. I don't understand why that's not playing on the radio. That is a phenomenal. And talk about timing about stuff. That song is perfect right now.
It is. And we reached out to Peter on Monday. I'm trying to get in touch with him, but I keep missing him somehow.
I don't know. I will get in touch with him again. And from what I understand from his mother is that he is quite forgetful.
Oh.
And so,
But he's growing wine.
Yeah, I know. He's down there. But if you text him and call him and tell him in the call that you texted him and tell him in the text that you've called him, maybe he'll get the connection.
He's a little forgetful, okay.
He'll run into you.
But-
Have you ever grown wine? Have you ever been in the fields?
No.
You lose track of time.
Oh,
But he doesn't
and
have a
another
beard.
thing too that maybe Valerie might want to know this too. They have weddings at the winery.
Valerie, we're planning your wedding.
Valerie, you're going to be in a straw hat and a pipe. That's funny.
She is deep in the thralls of doing a piece.
You know, it's funny because then we have to get one of them things that fly.
Which is? Did you see that the unidentified flying
I know who?
something, unidentified
Yes,
flying
it ca-
something?
yes. You saw it? Clear as day. Now
That-
there's no denying it.
Of the
And-
size of like 3 football fields?
And that was taken from an airplane
When was this?
a couple of weeks ago.
Well, they found something that they launched off of a submarine. It was a missile that went up into the atmosphere, and it was a planned launch, but nobody knew about it. And that could have been it because they took pictures of it all over the place.
Well, that's interesting. You see yesterday how the rocket that went up, they're supposed to be
And
carrying
came back
us to
down.
Mars. It came back down, and it sort of went boom.
And they call it a success.
Yes. Do you know why?
Because it went up.
Because nobody's ever done it. And he says, so it blew up. We'll do it again. And I love that about him. It's like our camera. We had a $3,000 camera on Sunday, and the 35-mile-an-hour window went like this. Boop! So now it's a big
We'll have a new
paperweight.
one tomorrow.
A paperweight. But you know something? I sat there, and I think about all the 11 years I had with that camera. And I said, okay, next, move on. What are you going to do?
Dawn, we lost the camera is what I got.
Well, I came up with I came up with a solution.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
All right, so tune in today at 2:30. We've got the art of Jay Harmon, the colored pencil artist, finishing up the orchid,
An orchid.
which is incredible. These are orchids in here, actually, some of them.
From Thailand.
From Thailand.
They walked
These
over.
are from Thailand.
Okay,
Aren't
I've
they
been to
beautiful?
Thailand and seen the orchids growing there. They have beautiful, beautiful orchid fields and
I
places
know.
there. Yes.
I went to Thailand. I saw the poppy fields.
So tune in to the Colored Pencil Artist today at 2:30. At 5 o'clock, we've got the Teampreneur Show. We've got Dr. Anya Total Holistic coming to you at 7. A lot of things happening here.
Yes, and we have a special tonight at 7:30. We are actually taping yesterday's show
With
from
OMG.
Amy. With OMG, we're going to put it on there. And next week, maybe if it's still not so, we're going to put maybe Jay's show up there. We're going to start putting some of our artists on
Perfect.
radio. And we're thinking about also the Roku channel. If I ever sit down with Teddy to show how to do it.
Yep.
We're working on that because now that things are beginning to loosen up a little bit, not that it's don't wear your mask, we're not saying that, but it's loosening up a little bit. Maybe it's time we make a little bit noise. Our artists have been patient. Now let's see what we can produce.
All right. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. It is beautiful outside. I think I might have to open the door, get a little fresh air in. Be kind to each other. We will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly